Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9, text number 18. Soham Priyasya Vridaparadevakaya. Soham Priyasya Vridaparadevakaya. Soham Priyasya Vridaparadevakaya. Lila Kathas Vamshinha Chakita. Lila Kathas Vamshinha Gita. Anyastitani Anugrunam Gunam Pramito. Anyastitani Anugrunam Gunam Pramito. Durga Tikada Yugaya Satanga. Durga Tikada Yugaya Satanga. Soham Priyasya Hruda Pravetaya. Lila Inna Virincha Gita. Anya Sitami Grangirina Munam Pramuto. Durga Tepavanvalaya Sataka. So, we have said Gita, Nagari, Nina, Kakasa, Shinkavini, Gita, Agastikavi, Nina, Kamuto, Durga, Te Padayavaya, Satanga, any devotee online?
Prabhu, I am unable to hear you. Are you asking for devotees to repeat the verse?
Yes, Prabhu. I'm so sorry that you didn't hear. I don't know what to do here to help because I'm not high tech in this stuff. Sorry. Now, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Um, so please check it.
Soham priyasya suhrida paradevataya
So,
lila lila katas savanirsimha virishchakitaha ashyas titarm yadugranan guna vipramukto dorganite padayugalaya hamsa sangaha.
sa that aham aham Priyasya of the dear Lord. Sukrida well wishing. Prada Devataya of the Supreme Personality of God. Nilakatha nourishing the character of the Master. Sara Yoga. Nirfunha or Anam Shimpada. Virincha Gita given by no Brahma by the cyclic success. Agnya easily. Titarani grows. Anagrihan constantly described. Guna by the modes of material nature. Vipramukhataha specifically being contaminated. Durganu, all miserable conditions of life. Ten of you, Padayuga, Amaya, fully absorbed in meditation on the lotus feet. Samsasanga, having the association of the Samsas or liberated person who have no connection with material activity. Translation. All my Lord Nrsimha, by engaging in your transcendental loving service in the association of devotees who are liberated souls also, I shall become completely uncontaminated by the association of the three modes of material nature and be able to share the glories of your Lord who are so dear to me. I shall tend your Lord, following exactly in the footsteps of Lord Ram and his specific success. In this way, I will undoubtedly be able to cross the ocean of my sins. Purport. A devotee's life and thinking are very well explained. Questo devotee can stand maintain the Lordship of Pino is certainly to the liberated person. The constant law on glorifying the Lord by hearing and chanting the holy name of and activities of the Lord, the Ravanakirtan Vishnu, certainly brings one to the position where much discrimination is absent. One should chant the bona fide songs with big from the cyclic perspective. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the chanting is, however, when one follows the cyclic succession. Evam parapraptam namrajati. Manufacturing many ways of chanting will never be successful. However, chanting the song or the narration led by the previous Athanas, is extremely effective and this process is very new. Therefore, in this verse, Maharaj uses the word Anya easily, accepting the thought of exalted authorities through the physical method is certainly much easier than the method of mental speculation by which one tries to invent some piece to understand how it is true. The best method is to accept them as such, the biggest science, and follow them. Then God revelation and self-realization become extremely easy. By following this easy method, one is liberated from the contamination of the material mode nature. And that's why it is certainly one of the ocean of nations in which there are very little contradictions. By following in the steps of the great one fills with the sponsor or paradise, those who are really free from material contamination. Indeed, by following the instructions, one is always free from all material contamination, and one's will become successful for one reach. This unspoken law is mystery, regardless of one's standard of life. Of this, there is no doubt. Attempts to mitigate the misuse of material equipment by material methods will never be useful. One must take it into consideration to become really a otherwise is impossible. One may say that some advanced spiritual life voluntary of some convenience. However, some convenience is not as delicate as material attempt to mitigate or mitigate. Sohamyasya Gita Pradati Vapaya Vinakasa Vishihadvincha Gita Avyasikarmi Anvinam Gunavikramuto Durgantipad Yugalaya Sanka. Translation again. All Alphavishhade. By engaging yourself in the loving service in the association of devotees are liberated. I try to have completely contaminated by the situation of three modes of material nature. And be able to share the joys to who are to be committed. I shall change your glory, following exactly in the fixed program and its system. In this way, I shall undoubtedly be able to cross the ocean of nations. Oh, Gurave Namaha, Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Shiva Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Prabhu, the sound quality is exceedingly poor. The Zoom microphone is beside the computer. It is the glowing red device that pulses. That needs to be close to you.
It's not pulsing, so I don't know if it works.
Maybe now we'll pulse it. What about now, Prabhu? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
That is way better. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your comment, for your advice. I want to be in service to all of you, Prabhus. I'm so sorry that we are not able to manage it properly, but I will try my best. I hope that you follow this text with the in association of the Srimad Bhagavatam book at your side. So then you can see how amazing, how profound wisdom is in this purport and text today. So actually, I'm almost, after reading this, I feel like I have nothing to add. It's just perfect text, perfect knowledge. So what I should add? But anyway, I have still half an hour. So let me repeat what Srila Prabhupada wrote here. So let's start from the summarization of this beautiful purport, where Srila Prabhupada emphasized the point that this material world is miserable place, regardless of one's standard of life. We can live, we can live in opulence, we can live in poverty. Still, life is miserable at both in both places, in both situations. Why? Srila Prabhupada explained this in a very easy and simple way. If we eat food from plastic paper or a plastic plate or paper plate, or we eat the same food from gold plate or silver plate, still taste is the same. Three modes of material nature work upon every conditioned soul. Because this is Kali Yuga, age of quarrel and hypocrisy, where divine qualities of character diminishing rapidly, where atheism predominates, or godly qualities are diminishing so rapidly. It's very difficult to see someone in goodness, to cultivate knowledge, worshiping the Supreme Lord, understand who am I, and trying to act and behave on the platform of spiritual wisdom and culture. It's very rare. Nowadays, usually passion and ignorance, tamoguna and rajaguna dominates more and more and more. And sattva guna, goodness, is diminishing more and more. So aside of these three modes of material nature that bothering us every day, sometimes we feel good, sometimes for a moment we feel a little bit, good, peaceful, and a little bit maybe happy, but in another moment, our mind is driving us crazy. Then after this working a crazy mind, we feel very disturbed, very morose, frustrated, ignorance start to press us more and more. So this is just life of ordinary living being in this material world of misery. Dukkha, Dukkhalaya, Kunta place. Although we are originally from Vaikunta, place without any anxiety and misery. But now, unfortunately, we are in Kunta place, material existence, material world, which is full of misery, not only bombarded by these three modes of material nature, causing us suffering, misery, frustration, but also there are different kleshas. Adhyatmika klesha, adidaivika klesha, adibhautika klesha. Klesha means miseries, disturbances. Adhyatmika klesha. This referring to different problems that causing our own body and mind. Somebody will open the window in the temple room. The outside is quite cold, and inside is a little bit warmer. But if you open the window, so then it goes, that you are cold. So this is Adi Bhautika Klesha. But you are not resistant from the cold, so this means that your body is also causing you trouble. And and also mind giving us sometimes or many times a lot of different problems, putting us down. We are we are moody or morose or frustrated or angry or whatever. So all the different moods putting us down, that we cannot be peaceful and enjoy within or be happy. So adibautika klesha, these different disturbances caused by living entities, not only mosquitoes, but also many other different living entities. Uh, and daivika klesha, adidaivika klesha, different miseries and problems are caused by nature, by demigods. Too much heat, especially during summer, too much cold in the winter, freezing cold, or floods, or earthquakes, or tornadoes, or something like this. So many different miseries. Why? Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the loving, caring Father, don't want us to stay outside, away from Him. He wants us back home, back to Godhead. He wants us in Krishna Loka, Vaikuntha. We don't belong to this material world. This material world is just temporary place, like hotel. When we travel, when we stay in hotel because we are tired and exhausted and sleepy, so we need to take a break during our travel. So therefore, we go to hotel. But we don't want to make this hotel temporary place as our residence. And we will invest in painting the walls because these walls are scratched and too old, and color is not which is which matching our um, standards. We want to exchange furnitures because they are too old, and carpet is also too old, windows are too old. We need to have big windows. We don't invest in a hotel. We just stay for a while, take a nap, mm, take some food to get some energy and go. So similarly, we have attitude in this material world, especially when you go to India, because here in United States it's very difficult to have this mood or understanding or attitude. But when we go to India, where life is quite simple and there is a lot of noise here and there, we are not very attached to this place. We just want to go to special places where holy name is chanted, where you can associate with devotees of the Lord who chant the glories of the Supreme Lord and the holy name of the Lord. And remember Krishna in these places, holy dhams. And then come back to perform devotional service wherever we are located. So especially when I'm going to India, I can admire simplicity of these people. They they are not attached at all to all the different facilities. Or I remember first time when I went to India in 1993. I cannot come earlier, but I came in this time that I was able to come, and I remember I felt like in my own home. Everything was so adorable, so lovely, so everything. Even garbage smelled to me like incense, like the most beautiful fragrant flowers. It was just amazing. I was just melted to the ghee when I was for this 3 months we spent. Yeah, with 3 months we spent first time in India. Yeah, I was in total ecstasy. I remember when we visited Vrindavan, I just want to like tease a little bit just to check it out. What type of response I will hear from the Brijavasi. I just want to see how Brijavasi mentality is, and just want to like challenge him a little bit. So after he brought us from Loy Bazaar. It was in that time was no motor rickshaws. It was just rickshaws, the bike, and we were sitting outside, and constantly was Radhe 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 instead of it was Radhe Radhe Radhe. So we were enjoying this ride because it was constantly Radhe 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 Radhe, constantly Radhe Radhe. So we were in this bliss. Came back from Loy Bazaar, watching all these different stores full of devotional paraphernalia, Krishna statues, and this and that. So much ecstasy. We were just flying in ecstasy. And then on the way, you just constantly, Radhe, 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 Haribol, Haribol, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. It was just amazing. And then we just arrived to Krishna Balaram Mandir, and I decided to challenge or like make a little bit survey. Just check this video basi. Just want to relish the mentality of this, saintly persons who residing in the Holy Land. So I told him, uh, you know, I see that you're enjoying in this service that you are doing, but I'm from West, and in the West we have a lot of different facilities. Nice cars, beautiful, houses with a lot of different facilities. Would like to go there? And he looked at me like I am like dirty, Yavanam Lecha. Indeed, I am, and I was for sure. And then I was just astonished that he was paused and this strange look at me, and he opened his mouth and uttered, "You don't need to go anywhere. I'm here in the most holy place on this earth planet." My jaw dropped down, and I was speechless. Whoa! I experienced something that I didn't expect. So I don't need to go anywhere. I'm in the most holy place on this earth planet. And and here I have everything. Wow. So I understood that you cannot mess up with saintly person. Rather, you need to be humble servant of the servant of the servant of those who serve gopis. So this beautiful text today, Prahlad Maharaj prayer, showing us how important it is to be in association of saintly persons, Hamsa-like or Paramahamsa-like persons who are completely free from the contamination of three modes of material nature, especially this two, passion and ignorance. And they are completely addicted to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead and chant the holy name constantly. Why? Because they follow the principle Trinat Apisunichana Taror Apisahishna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. I remember my Guru Maharaj when he came to Poland in early 80s, when he was giving class, he was emphasizing very much this remembrance of this verse, that we should always uh, be more tolerant than the tree and more humble than the straw on the street. Be ready to offer all respects to others and never expect any respect in return. In this way, you can chant the holy name constantly. So when we hear quite often this text and his advice that we should write down this noble text of Shikshastaka and wear this on our neck. So I wrote on small paper and I put on my neck, and I constantly was wearing this. Wherever I went, I constantly see this text. So I learned this text, and I was begging Krishna in my prayers, please help me to realize this importance of this advice. So I was trying, and I'm trying very hard to implement this to my life, because, as Prahlad Maharaj indicates here, if we follow the advices of saintly persons, if we follow the injunctions of the Shastras and Sadhus, then our life can be successful. We need to understand what's life meant for. If we understand that our life, human form of life, is meant for spiritual perfection, for purifying our existence from contamination of most of material nature, especially this forcing power that causing us to identify ourselves with body and mind. So then when our existence is purified, our mind is peaceful and pure, we can emerge merge into the nectar of glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead and serve the lotus feet of the Holy Name constantly. So this is something that every soul should look for. But unfortunately, some souls in this material existence are unfortunate that they are not able to have this luxury, this comfort, this wealth of glorifying the Supreme Lord and relishing by hearing the glories of the Supreme Lord. Like there are a lot of different, like we are here in a rural area where there's a lot of different animals, birds, like this bird here, is just punching all the time the window and is harming his beak, beak, yeah, and punching and punching and punching. This is painful. It reminds me of Srila Prabhupada example that, like Srila Prabhupada mentioned here, that this material world is full of misery, regardless the standard of life we have. There's something like my Guru Maharaj mentioned. If you punch like this bird constantly in the wall, with your head, boom, 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 please don't try to experience. But believe me, this is really painful. If you punch this wall with your head all the time, so then you can become dizzy and full of pain. But if you will stop for a while, you can feel, wow, Satori, this is liberation. This is means, oh. But after a while, you're missing something. Why? Because you became addicted to this punching the wall with your head. And then you feel some empty bore. So then what to do? So then you have no other knowledge than this, no better knowledge than this, just to punch the wall with your head. So you're coming back to your punching with the wall with your head. Boom, 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 boom. After a while, you are dizzy and full of pain. And then you want to stop. What is it? Something very peaceful. I'm happy. Why? Because you don't feel pain. So you call lack of pain, lack of misery, this momentary lack of misery and pain, happiness. But after a while, you are so bored and you're coming back to your ordinary activity as usual, banging the wall with your head. So this is our unfortunate situation as a conditioned soul in this material world. We think that, oh, if we will arrange for myself, such and such comfort of life, and so be surrounded by some facilities, this and that, whatever it is for anyone, so then I can be peaceful and happy. And what happened? When we start to make, after hard work, we start to produce some requisites of life to make our life more comfortable and peaceful and happy. So we are enjoying for a moment a little bit happiness and peace because of this, facilities of the comfort that giving us comfort. And then after a while, we're coming back to normal. Again, we feel a little bit, disappointed and lack of something, bored. So then we are constant, and then we are start to look again for something to work hard to get something more, and we're thinking that maybe this will give me more happiness. Chewing the chew. So we shouldn't punch the wall with our head, or like this poor bird punching this wall, this window. Because it's very unfortunate situations. From time to time, we are going and trying to scare away this bird. Don't do this. It's not good for you. But anyway, you need to have fine brain to understand that this material world is temporary and full of misery, and we shouldn't arrange anything, except arrange for ourselves comfort to Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. We need to arrange comfort for our chanting and hearing in order to what? Smaranam, remembering Krishna and never forget him. Smartava Sattam Vishnur, Vismartavana Jatuchit. We should always remember Krishna and never forget him. This is the main and most important principle in life. If a human being has enough intelligence, should arrange his her life in such a way that he can always chant the holy name of the Lord and never stop. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. So all different activities that we perform, and especially in this place, which is ocean of different spiritual activities that we engage in, we should always remember Krishna. All these activities are just like provocation or facility which is supposed to help us to remember Krishna. Because if I'm cooking, why I'm cooking? Oh, just to get food to my stomach. Ooh, it's not good idea to think in this way, because it's very selfish. If we are in the kitchen of Krishna, cooking for a direct offering to Krishna, or cooking for to offer to Krishna and to offer this to devotees, we should have understanding why I'm here, what I'm doing. I'm here to cook for Krishna and Krishna's devotees, to satisfy Krishna and satisfy Krishna's devotees. How I can know? Well, just look at them afterwards when you offer them food. If they complain or they eat it like oh my goodness, it's so delicious, give me more. If you don't hear this and you don't see this excitement, this means that your cooking it was not. Maybe there was some selfishness involved or negligence. I just think it's because I am on the roster, I'm on the schedule. I'm here in this kitchen. I have no other things to do, so I'm just putting something to this pot. I should offer this to 11 o'clock or something. This attitude is not good attitude whatsoever. Especially when we practice a bhakti yoga process of connecting us with the Supreme Lord through the bhakti, love and devotion, we should remember during this particular activity, I am cooking for Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Oh my Lord, please bless me with your mercy that I can do this so nicely that you can enjoy, the devotees can be satisfied. Please empower me with intelligence and energy enough that I can do this so nicely that everybody can be satisfied. Whatever I'm doing, whether even I'm on the altar, face to face with the Supreme Personality Godhead, in His beautiful form of deities, if we just very frivolous or neglectful or whatever, uh, thinking that this is some common activity, I just need to dress this, this brass statues or whatever. Well, better if you can go to home and just put yourself to sleep instead of doing this in such mood. If we are face to face with Supreme Lord, we should be very attentive, very cautious, very respectful, because this is the Supreme Lord. If we don't have this type of understanding and mentality, which is necessary to practice, how to practice? They didn't say anything to me. They didn't respond. Well, practice with his devotees. His devotees, you are capable to see them, to hear them, to feel them. So therefore, when you associate with devotees and treat them in a particular certain way, so you can get some feedback. When you get some feedback, think what to improve in your service to other devotees, that not only you can satisfy devotees, but also satisfy the master of these devotees, the Supreme Lord. Because devotees of Krishna are not separated things from Krishna. They are very connected with Krishna, like Prahlad Maharaj indicated here. Oh my Lord Nrsimhadev, by engaging in your transcendental loving service in the association of devotees who are liberated souls hamsas, I shall become completely uncontaminated by the association of the three modes of material nature and be able to chant the glories of your Lordship, who are so dear to me. So this is the mentality, this is the atmosphere, inner atmosphere of devotee, because devotee, very term indicates, is the person who is devotee is devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is devoted to the devotee, proportionally to intensity of love and devotion of this devotee. So how we know out externally who is more advanced, who not? If we are not very advanced, how we can recognize more advanced devotee? If you are not capable, very educated engineer, and you approaching some sophisticated, machine or instrument, how you know what is this and how to use it and what is it made of? You need to be educated, which you need to be qualified to understand things. So similarly, when Hamsas, especially Paramahamsas, pure devotees of the Lord, their heart is completely dedicated in pure love and devotion to God. Externally, they may look at, like ordinary person, like we saw so many sadhus here. And and because we are conditioned soul, we have tendency to compare. He has one head. I have also one head. He has two hands. I have two hands. He has two legs. I have also two legs. What's the difference? Well, the difference is that he is glorifying the Supreme Lord, in his heart, constant, 24/7, with love and devotion. And whereas what we have in our heart and mind, me, aham, mameti, me and mine, and this and this and that, constantly selfish. But this person is selfless. Is always thinking like our wonderful Kaliyar Thaman Prabhu is always thinking how to facilitate everyone, how to greet everyone, how to make one happy and satisfied. He's always thinking how we can do something good for somebody else. This is a very beautiful quality. So pure devotee is 24/7 without any external motives. Is worshiping the Supreme Lord and is full of respect, appreciation of others. So if we associate with such persons, completely uncontaminated by three modes of material nature, with whom we associate, you become light. When we associate with this type of devotees, naturally, we will act and behave in a very similar way. Why? Because we will learn what and how we should do everything. Whatever we do, serving deities, mopping the floor, cleaning the area, serving the cows, cooking, whatever is this, it is meant to help us to practice thinking why I am doing what I'm doing. Because if we just sit, in inertia, do nothing, it's very difficult to engage ourselves in this type of thinking because we do nothing. It's like very boring stage. But if we engage our senses and mind and our body in something, doing something that we can implement in our mind, which is have tendency to think, to strategize, to plan. If we do this for Krishna, very clearly we are doing this for Krishna and Krishna's devotees, then naturally we can become more Krishna conscious. This is Krishna consciousness all about, to become Krishna conscious. We shouldn't act, like just on autopilot or automatically, mechanically, just doing because I need to do, I'm on schedule. No, I'm doing this to satisfy Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Life will be completely different. This is the difference between pure devotee and conditioned soul. If we apply this beautiful wisdom of this text, we can transform our life and become successful. And what means success? We will come back to Krishna or wherever he wants us to go. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions or comments? Your association made me inspired. If I remember in the very beginning, Polish Yatra in early 80s, it was not so many devotees. It was just only few of us. And one devotee, then we were ordered to establish farm. It was 81 or 82, something like this. So I went with one devotee to establish the farm. So we were working very hard to establish the farm, doing everything what is necessary to do, learning actually what should be done, etc. And then other devotee came from the city, and I was so eager to talk because I accumulated this knowledge from Shastras. That time there was not so many Shastras, we just on the Bhagavad Gita in the time for us. But it was so powerful, and I hear so many classes from our Guru Maharaj, and I was thinking, I'm so full of ecstatic knowledge. I want to share. I want to go and share with people. So then devotees gave me possibility to give classes. So I start to give classes. But then, because of different engagements, there was nobody around. I started to complain to the devotee who came visit us from city. I had nobody to talk to. Went to the walls. To the walls. Yeah, there are some insects, some germs. They are living entities. They can hear you, and maybe you can take advantage of this, of your glorification of the Supreme Lord. I'm so fallen. I was not able to appreciate this advice. So I'm still very fallen. I'm not able to be inspired when I just see walls. As I just not able. Even I see some devotees even on the screen. I'm old guy, not accustomed with this fix. My wife, I hope that she will give class and she will enjoy to talk to the screen. But I'm not this type of person. I'm not inspired. I need to see face to face some living entity that I can talk to and have exchanges. Then I'm inspired. So thank you so much for being here. Hare Krishna. When should we on the schedule? Uh, some questions or comments from devotees online? Oh, in chat, Haribol, the shooter on the. Oh, okay. I don't know if there are some other comments. Good morning, after dear Prabhu, Gita Nagari Rajoshma Bhagavad Ki Jai. No. Is there any way to improve the audio? Jai, thank you. Hare Krishna. Yashadev Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for your kind words of appreciation and inspiration. If there is no any comments or questions, maybe do you want to add something to this very beautiful text? Because this is the ocean of different points that Srila Prabhupada made. In general, we can divide it on a few points, but there's a lot of wisdom here in every line. So we can talk for hours, but I already did my part. Yes.
Thank you so much. So you mentioned the difference between pure devotee and conditioned soul devotee, that they integrating and worshiping Krishna, word by Krishna 24/7, and is to us. That's not always the case. Most of the time, it's not the case. Can you share some tips like how we can remember Krishna throughout the day? In what we do.
Srila Prabhupada was pointing out that remembering Krishna in our case, when our mind is contaminated by modes of material nature, selfishness, ahamameti, all the different things that we are facing in our life, is easiest way, like he was emphasized, is easiest way to follow the footsteps of great devotees. And what they do? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaran. They're chanting the holy name. Lord Chaitanya, Krishna himself, he showed us the method, how to do Shravanam Kirtanam in order to be Vishnu Smarana, remembrance of Krishna. If we chant the holy name of the Lord constantly, all the time, so then we need to remember, we need to hear and remember, and then this is the easiest way to remember Krishna. Like I remember Gurudev mentioned something about Kalidas or Krishnadas. So they have such habit, they develop such habit. Habit require to develop habit require work. It's not just come from the sky. It requires work. So he developed this habit to chant the holy name all the time, even when he was eating Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, between bites of the food. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And when he was laughing, Krishna, Hare Krishna, he was constantly chanting holy name of the Lord. He was constantly on this tongue. So how we can say this is Maya? No, this is Krishna consciousness. So easiest way is to chant the holy name of the Lord. Don't have empty motion. Like you are not, your holy name is not on your tongue. Just chant, chant. There's so many empty movements that can be chanted. Like in martial art, we emphasize the point. Don't make extra movement. It's waste of time and energy. Straight to the point. So similarly here, if we will remember Krishna, the holy name only is good enough.